this video set, we'll be seeing both how to peel and concasse a tomato. First here, taking a Roma tomato and not cutting too deeply, just removing the core where it was connected to the vine. And flipping it over and just a very shallow score in the bottom of the tomato just to open up the skin. And take a pot, bring it to a rolling boil. Make sure you have an ice bath ready as well so we may blanch and shock our tomato. Most tomatoes should only take about 10 seconds in the boiling water. Our goal here is merely to remove the skin, not to actually cook the tomato. After approximately 10 seconds, we'll remove the tomato and then place it into an ice water bath to cool it thoroughly. Normally, after just a couple of seconds, check the tomato to make sure that it peels easily. If it doesn't, you can go back into the water for 10 more seconds and then shock it in the ice water again until you're able to peel it. Once the skin has loosened, take it out of the ice water, grab a paring knife and just gently peel the skin back. The tomato should still feel very firm, just as firm as it was when it was raw, and then the skin should peel off without much effort. Once the tomato's peeled, use the score marks that you made in the bottom of the tomato to just guide you, and then quarter the tomato. At which point you may place the segments on the cutting board with the insides facing up. And carefully, using a filleting motion, cut out the guts or the insides and seeds and juice of the tomatoes until you've created what we call tomato petals, because they look somewhat like flower petals when they're finished. The insides of the tomato can be saved for tomato sauce, a coulis, a vinaigrette. They do not need to be thrown away. We just don't need them for this particular application. There you can see tomato petals. Moving on to tomato concasse. We define tomato concasse as a tomato that has been peeled, seeded, and chopped. So here we're taking our tomato petals, cutting them approximately into a batonette. And once cut into a batonette, we'll line them up and make a final cut at about 1/4 inch thick into a small dice. A concasse does not have to be a small dice, it just is in this particular case. Technically, a small dice should be 1/4 inch by 1/4 inch by 1/4 inch square. And there you can see tomato concasse.